SWAT.
Hey everyone, Nick Brick here with a Halo build. The sidearm utilized by the UNSC Army, here is the LEGO M6G Magnum from Halo Reach. In Halo Reach, the M6G Magnum is a 50 caliber handgun equipped with a 2x zoom SmartLink scope and an underbarrel flashlight. It saw use during the fall of Reach by the UNSC Army and the Marines. In the multiplayer modes, it can eliminate a fully shielded Spartan in 5 shots as long as the last shot hits the head. Or, in SWAT, just 1 headshot. The LEGO M6G Magnum is 9 inches long and took about 3 days to design and build. This LEGO replica is not only a celebration of the 10-year anniversary of Halo Reach, but is also a remake of a build I created 10 years before this one. In 2010, before I was even on YouTube, I built a LEGO replica of the Reach Magnum. It was good for the time, you know, if you ignore the fact that the grip connection was flimsy and that the only function was a removable magazine. It was also built Spartan-sized, that is, upscaled to 10.5 inches long, but that's just a difference in design choice over the years. Sure, now in 2020, it may be easy to dismiss these changes as entirely a result of new LEGO pieces being available, but I'd like to think that my building skills have also improved since then, so it's fun to make a direct comparison like this to past work. While the original version of this build only had a removable magazine, the 2020 model has a couple more functions. These include a removable magazine, a working slide, and a moving trigger. Yeah, that's definitely much better than before. Now let's look at some of the details on this Magnum, shown in the order that they were designed, which means we'll start at the slide. The slide is where all this started, and is also the most reworked part of the build. The angled grooves on the back were built with grill slopes and plates, and they connect to each other using lever handles through the slots. The hammer-like detail in the back is built angled upward thanks to a push from my friend and fellow Rebelug member Brick Built Replicas. Here's the original, but he suggested it could be done better, so now we have the solution you see here. The rear iron sight isn't used in-game as the front post is covered by a 2x zoom scope, but I still tried to be attentive of detail in this part. So there's a 1 plate wide slot for the aperture, as well as pale yellow bar pieces as the dots. After the slide, the next part built was the barrel and its shroud. The muzzle of the barrel was built with an airplane jet turbine to simulate depth in the barrel. However, the breech of the barrel uses different parts, as another turbine wouldn't fit here. Also want to point out that the chamber is completely hollow. Without a mag, you can see straight through the grip. And with it inserted, you can see the bullet on top. Back to the front, the lower arch on the muzzle was inverted using plates with ball joints, and it helps maintain the slots on either side, an iconic detail recognizable on nearly every Halo pistol. Next part built, the scope, which in lore links up to Spartan and soldier helmets. Made sure not to make it way too wide, and made efforts to maintain 1 plate extra thickness on both sides. The most complex shaping on the scope was where it meets the breech and slide. It's complicated to explain, but basically it uses hinge plates and clips to shape this area. The underbarrel flashlight actually uses similar techniques to that. A subtle detail about the flashlight on the M6G is that it's tapered. I wanted that same detail to be on the LEGO model. Hinge plates taper the flashlight shape, but there are cutouts on these panels for the light in front and a switch on either side. Old finger hinge plates flip the stud so that the flashlight can attach under the barrel. The grip is built much like any other pistol grip I make, using plates, tiles, and brackets to create a sturdy yet hollow grip that can receive a magazine. The grip links up with a massive handguard, another iconic Halo pistol detail, and that links to my favorite parts use on the entire model, a minifigure microphone used as this rivet. While building the grip, I made sure to leave enough space for a trigger mechanism. It's reset with the same rubber band that pulls the slide actually. And finally, the magazine was the last part built. Panels encase a bullet on top, but my favorite bit is the holes along the length. It's a simple detail, but I chose to use headlight bricks for it. Why? Well, the studs stick out slightly past the width of a brick. But wait, Nick Brick, why is that important? Well, it makes the mag slightly wider than the mag well, adding friction to keep the mag inside. And here's a banana for scale. By the way, the display stand is meant to be a replica of the hidden data pads from the campaign. Did you find them all? I didn't. Overall, I think redesigning something I've built before many years ago is a great way to show how far I've come as a builder. Aesthetic detail, functions packed into a tighter space, and better stability show the improvements to my technique over the years. Now, let's test out the M6G Magnum. Subscribe for more LEGO gaming builds. Also, like, comment, and share if you enjoyed the LEGO M6G Magnum from Halo Reach.